Hey, what's up? It's your boy Jirod Greene back with another video. So I think of the dumbest, corniest, stupidest things all the time, and I'd like to share them with you. So I'm going to call this Jirod Greene's questions, comments, and concerns for your whole life. Not so much questions, but just mainly comments and concerns. So, you know, in horror movies, where a group of young, vibrant teenagers, 38-year-old actors who portray young teenagers, just saying, decide that they're gonna be cool for the summertime, take adult beverages out, go out to this cabin in a desolate area, and just have the time of their lives. You know what I'm talking. Those. It's a type of horror movie where when they go out to the cabin in the woods, bad things happen. People die, people scream, people cry, and then more people die. So my thing is this. It's always that one brother he dies. Of course he dies. He dies first. His name is usually Darius or Tyreek, and he's the funny guy. He's the comedian. He's the comic relief, because everybody dies in the movie. Like everybody dies. Even like their parents die. Everybody dies. But Darius or Tyreek. Now, see, that's not real life, because in real life, you just don't call up Darius. You don't call Darius and ask him if he wants to go to the cabin. Or you might call him, white people. You might call him, but he's not going with you, because Darius or Tyreek knows better than to go to a cabin, to a place. His mama is not going to let him go to a place that she doesn't know, especially if he's still in high school. You ain't going with them. I don't care who they are. I don't care how much money they got. You stay your behind at home. Point blank, period. Darius is not going. So that's one thing that's just not realistic about horror movies, because Darius or Tyreek do not go to the cabin with you. They're not going, white people. And so that's just a problem of mine, because he always dies first. And I just feel like it's just disrespectful, because white people, you knew when you called him that he was going to die first. You knew that when you called Darius on the phone or Tyreek on the phone, that you knew before you even picked up your cell to call him that he was going to die first. And I just feel like for you to do that to him, it's just very, very, like, it's rude. It's disrespectful. Like, you know that he's not gonna, we don't make it in horror movies. So why would you call him? Like, you knew that you'd probably be in a horror type situation. Like, why would you call him? Why? Also, like, white women, I really want you to win. I want you to make it. White women, I want you to be successful in these horror movies. So what I don't understand is why you're showering in the middle of the night. First of all, you're showering in the middle of the night, and you're in the shower and you hear a thud, and you decide to call someone's name. Why? It's like this. Boom. Johnny? Johnny? If Johnny does not answer the third time that you call him, it's safe to assume that that the thud was him hitting the floor. That was his head hitting the floor. Johnny's dead. He's gone. So why call him another time? Because when you're calling him, you're alerting the killer. The water's alerting him already, but the killer knows where you are. Shut up. So, white women, when you come out of the shower and you're half soaking wet, half naked, you got a t-shirt on, your hair's up, glistening and stuff, don't call Johnny's name again. Johnny's dead. Darius has been dead. Remember Darius, the black dude that you shouldn't invited? He's gone. He's not coming back no more. So stop calling people. So when you see that no one is there and the cabin door is slightly ajar, you need to run out the cabin. Now, when you run out the cabin, on your left-hand side on the ground, it's going to be Darius. Darius is on the ground dead. Do not scream. Like, don't be startled, because you knew. I told you knew that Darius was going to be dead when Darius, he died. Darius died before y'all got out of the SUV. The killer got him at the gas station. He's gone. So don't be startled. Now, after you see Darius's dead body, he's gone. When you run, you just fail. You just fail. I don't understand why you always fall over the smallest things. You fall over nothing. You fall over your hopes and dreams. You fall and you die. I want you to win. There are ways you can avoid dying. Just don't go to a cabin in the woods. Don't go. Now, let me tell you about me. Just some real honest things about me that I think you all should know. If we're ever in a horror movie type situation and we're running together, let me tell you, I'm a loyal friend. I'm a loyal brother. I'm a loyal person. I will be there for you. I have 4 line brothers. I know how to be loyal to my line. We were linked up. If we together and we running from somebody and you fall, I will leave your ass. I will leave you. You will be kicking and screaming, Jirod! I will leave you. But I'm gonna tell you what I will do. What I will do is, you'll die. I'll let you, be done in. But when I tell you I will sing at your funeral, I will sing at your funeral. And I will say, I will go to your casket and I will put on a performance. I will say, was there no one? Was there no one there to help him or her? Was there no one? I am not loyal. No. Anyway, that's another thing. Just don't ever be with me in the cabin. We ain't gonna ever be in the cabin in the woods anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Another thing, does anybody recall when Cash Money Records decided that they were gonna take over for the 9-9 in 2000? Also, I would like to recommend that this is just a recommendation. After you back it up, then stop, you should consider dropping it like it's hot. It's the only way to live. I think it's the American way. I think that one day I'll probably get into an altercation with the parent because I discipline parents. I discipline people's kids when I see them out acting out. And I don't spank them. I don't do that. But I'll look at them. I'll give them a look, or I will say something to them like, put that down, or stop doing that. I do it all the time. It takes a village to raise a child. And in my village, there are switches and belts. So, if you're black and you grew up like me, when you were little, what is this called? That's right, a moken troll. Moken troll. Have you ever seen a celebrity on TV and they just look like they smell so good? Yeah, like Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle to me looks like she smells like cocoa butter and sweet potato pie and pound cake and that warm vanilla sugar stuff at Bath and Body Works and angel tears. Like she smell real good. Hey Patty. Don't be so quick to hand out advice because people discard that like them 2 ugly pieces of bread, like the first and the last. Them pieces of bread that you say you swear that you don't, you're not a wasteful person, but you still throw them 2 pieces away. That's how people do your advice sometimes. So you got to be careful not to give out so much advice, especially if you don't know how to take advice. One thing that I noticed is that black kids who have a black mother and a black father. We're not going to go too far down the color line because we're all mixed with something somewhere at some point in time in our lives, but specifically black American people, black kids who have a black mother and a black father, just because they have like a loose wave pattern, or they get a little bit of curl at the end of their hair, all of a sudden they're Latino or Blaxican, or because they mama's best friend's aunt's uncle's cousin is Asian, all of a sudden they're 3/4. You know what I'm saying? Just be comfortable with who you are. We all know your mama and your daddy. I'm thinking about starting a late night delivery service for colored boys who've considered convenience stores when dinner wasn't enough. I'm also thinking about starting a courier service called Don't Come For Me Unless I Send For You, because some people are sending post-dated packages to the wrong addresses. I love Texas. It's where I was born and raised. I love Houston and Dallas. Some of the most ratchet places I found to be the most amazing places are like T-Mart, Big T, places in Dallas. It's the only place in America where you can buy rims, 2-piece and a biscuit, get a taper fade, take a drug test, file your taxes, watch a football game, get a scratch off, and throw a party all at the same place. Like, that's so cool to me. Now, this segment of questions, comments, and concerns for your whole life is brought to you by Don't Ever Trust a Woman. Now, I love women, so this is not it is what it is. Let's get into it. Don't ever trust a woman who sleeps with her eyes half open. She doesn't believe in her own dreams. Don't ever trust a woman who still gets finger waves. She's holding on to the past. Don't ever trust a woman whose tracks are always showing. She can't keep a secret. Don't ever trust a woman who works in a cubicle. She hardly ever thinks outside the box. Don't ever trust a woman who wears kitten heels, cause she just don't ever do that. Don't ever trust a woman with stubby fingernails. She can't get a grip on life. Don't ever trust a woman with a bunch of web pages open in one browser. She's keeping tabs on you. Don't ever trust a woman who never buys pork to eat in the house because she expects you to bring home the bacon. My phone decided it was going to run out of memory, so I had to switch it up on you a little bit. Ladies with lace fronts. Hey girl. I appreciate a woman in a good weave. I can't lie, I do. I appreciate a woman with a good weave. That's nice. But if you have butter pecan skin, chocolate mocha, something, a deep rich amber tone, I don't know much about lace fronts, but I know a little bit. I learned. I have cousins, I have friends who make them wear them. It's a part, right? Sometimes you get a part in your wig. You get a part in your wig, right? When your skin is a darker shade, by the way, I love all shades. It's important that part is not as bright as an airport runway, right? You want to make sure that this right here matches a little bit. I mean, it might be a little lighter because your scalp doesn't get a lot of light, but we want to believe, ladies. I've been seeing YouTube tutorials on like makeup and stuff, contouring and things like that. That's an art. It is. So my thing is though, ladies, like sometimes have y'all seen those transformation, like women that get their nose is like narrowed and the cheekbones are sunken in by, and even collarbones, like people are drawing on collarbones, y'all. Like, all this is the power of makeup, and I support it. I'm all for it. But ladies, you talking about how you want somebody who's real, somebody who's down to earth, somebody who's just, you tired of these fake blanks, you know what I'm saying? But who are really the Decepticons here? Who? You tell me who. Who are the Decepticons? Something that I'm not here for. I'm not here for rocks in your sink at bathrooms. It's not. I know you think that's exotic, people. I mainly see it for I go to a black person's house and they got them pebbles that you can get from Walmart. They usually put in a fish tank, not the little bitty pebbles, but the rocks that look like quartz and stuff like that. Why are they in your sink? This is not Niagara Falls. That is just regular tap water running into a regular basin, a cheap porcelain basin. Take them rocks out your sink. Oh yes, I stay with a pack of Scantrons because people are always trying to test me. Sometimes I think about just changing my name to Free Sample because people are always trying me. I think R. Kelly was really thoughtful. I think he was really thoughtful because he had Cristal popping in a Stretch Navigator, and there was food everywhere as if the party was catered. That's so nice that he would just feed all his friends like that. That's really nice, R. Kelly. Anyway, I hope that I put a smile on somebody's face. These are just some of the things I think about. So, hope y'all are having a great day. Make sure to share my videos and tell a friend to subscribe. All right? Peace!